بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ويعطيكم العافية. معاكم أخوكم إبراهيم من قناة كويتي جيمر، واليوم إحنا في الحلقة ال14 من تختيم لعبة ستراندنق. إذا عجبكم اللعب لا تنسون أول شيء تدعمونا باللايك والكومنت والاشتراك. وشفتوا يا جماعة اللي صار بالحلقة اللي طافت. الحلقة اللي طافت كنت متنرفز على الآخر من المنطقة الثلجية، متنرفز على الآخر، يعني ترى من وراء الكاميرا أنا قعدت أسب وغلط وقطعت هذا كله من التصوير كله. فإن شاء الله اليوم يعني نخلص المنطقة الثلجية ونروح القرب أو المنطقة الجديدة، لأنه خلاص يعني صدق اللعبة اللي نرفز فيها مو لطوالة كثر ما إن المنطقة الثلجية، يعني اللعبة بطيئة. تخيلوا فوق البطء اللي فيها الثلج يبطئك زيادة. أنت لما يطلع لك البي تي لازم تمشي على البطيء، فتخيل بي تي وتمشي على البطيء وبالثلج. يا الله يا الله، شنو غثى يا جماعة. عموما الحلقة اللي طافت يعني ما صار فيها شيء مهم، بس إن طلبات ودينا ويبنا. إن شاء الله الحلقة هذه إن نسوي فيها شيء زيادة. الحين خلوني بس أسبح سام وضبطه ورادين لكم إن شاء الله. وردينا معاكم يا جماعة. الحين احنا طبعا اللي صار بالحلقة اللي طافت عقب ما طفت علي الكاميرا، كنت قلت لكم بروح اودي صورة حق اللي طالبتها. يوم رحت لها قالت ان عندها الكاميرا مالت ابوها وفيها وايد شغلات مهمة، فهي تبي الكاميرا. فالحين بنروح نبوق لها الكاميرا. انا صرت حرامي بهاللعبة. شنو عندنا احنا اللي محتاج؟ شوفوا الحين الكاميرا وين؟ هني هي يمي مو بعيدة. الوين؟ استرجاع الكاميرا. فالحين اللي بنسويه تدرون شنو؟ بنحط هيكل السرعة ارتداء، عشان اروح طال عمرك اخذ الكاميرا وادق الليخ على طول.
Sam, did you find our missing cargo? Huh. It looks like someone's carrying it around.
الكاميرا عند واحد منهم، منو فيهم ما يندرى عاد. دقيقة خلونا نحط البندقية التغييد عشان اللي لابس درع. ها ولد اقعد بس اقعد. وين بعد؟ وين فيك؟ وين؟ كنا بنروح فيها يا جماعة، يلا بس حط خلاص انحاش بس انحاش يا ولد، انحش يا ولد، انحش خلاص بس. تلقون اقدر ادش الغرفة؟ اذا اقدر ادش الغرفة زين. اي والله اقدر. يلا بس نروح الغرفة نعبي دم هذا ونودي لها الكاميرا. اي لا، الحلقة اللي طافت مستحيل. ها ايش في سام؟ ايش فيك سام؟ شنو تلقون كاتسينز؟ العادة ما يطلع كذي. لا مو كاتسينز. يلا يا جماعة انا برد السبحة مرة ثانية ويايينكم ان شاء الله. وردينا معاكم يا جماعة. الحين خلينا نوصل لها الكاميرا ونشوف شنو يصير بعد. إن شاء الله نخلص من المنطقة الثلجية. تكفون تكفون. تكفون بس خلصوا.
Oh, wow. Thank you. I was afraid I'd never see it again. Oh, thank God. It looks exactly like it always did. Oh, you don't know what this means to me.
يلا زين. يلا اشتركي ويانا وفكينا يلا. منو هذه؟
It was my father's idea to move all the way out here. He thought he could get to the bottom of the death stranding all by himself. And we were right behind him. But look where it got us. If you hadn't come along when you did, the camera would be gone, and all our hard work would have been lost before anyone had a chance to see it. We can't let that happen. The world needs to hear about this. Someone out there will know what it means. So, connect us up. We want to be a part of the UCA.
يلا زين. وين وصلنا الحين؟ زين زين زين. قدم بندقية ليفل 1، بندقية الشغب.
I truly hope our work will help to make a difference. Thanks again.
العفو العفو.
I hope we get to meet again before too long.
Sam, it's Hartman. That camera you recovered contains some fascinating footage. The data stored on it was automatically shared with us after you added the photographer's shelter to the network, along with her father's research materials.
ما مداك تشوفهم.
Anyway, my lab still doesn't have a high-speed Cairo connection, but I was able to check one of the images against a database at HQ. Based on my preliminary calculations and the photographic and documentary evidence in our archives, I would estimate the paintings to be in the region of 30,000 years old, if not older. The artists were likely Neanderthals or other precursors who were migrating across the continent. See the dolphin-like creatures there? At the time, the cave would have been situated even farther from the coast than it is now. So how could the artists possibly have encountered dolphins? Answer: they couldn't. It is my belief that they had a brush not with dolphins, but with beach things. And that would mean the death stranding is not the first phenomenon of its kind, that it has happened before. Since the birth of our planet, countless species have gone extinct, from bacteria to dinosaurs. Scientists refer to the largest known mass extinctions as the Big Five. But there have, of course, been many other extinction events, albeit on a smaller scale. What if the artists were trying to document one such event, that of their own extinction? It would be the first record in Earth's history of a death stranding. And it would also lend credence to my theories.
خلصنا من
The sooner
نظرياتك
you come and
يلا.
connect me to the network, the sooner we'll know. Just imagine the mysteries we'll be able to solve. I'll be waiting, Sam.
بعد.
Wonderful news, Sam. BB-28's vitals are nearly within optimal operating parameters. Just before I called, it opened its eyes. It was looking all over, as if searching for someone. And then, our eyes met. For a moment, I think. I tell you, it was almost enough to make me want to keep the kid for myself. Anyway, I still need to run diagnostics and make adjustments as needed.
يلا فكنا
However,
ورد لنا.
fluctuating local Cairo levels could pose a problem. Think you can bring one more site into the network? Once you have, and once I have subsequently confirmed that BB is functioning reliably, I'll release it into your custody. This is the last step. I promise. Just one more site. That's all we should need.
وين
Good
المكان؟
luck.
Good work. New order available. Please act.
Deploying autonomous delivery bot.
انزين.
Be careful, Sam. And come back soon.
اوكي الحين وين نروح يا جماعة؟ خلونا دقيقة نشوف شنو. لا 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 متسلق الجبال مرة ثانية. ولا من هذا طبعا؟ ماني جايك يبا. متسلق الجبال وين متسلق الجبال؟ تكفى. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. يلا يلا يا جماعة نلقاكم عند متسلق الجبال بعد شو نسوي؟ وردينا معاكم يا جماعة. طبعا هالمرة ما عورني راسي لأني لقيت بيت قريب من متسلق الجبال فسويت فاست ترابل، بس أغراضي كلها راحت علي. معود تروح علي الأغراض ولا قاعد أعور راسي وقاعد أسب أقلط وما شنو. قصرنا وايد. خلي تروح علي الأغراض. أنا راضي تروح علي الأغراض ولا قاعد أركض بهالثلج هذا. يلا الحين نروح نشوف الطلب الجديد شنو. يا حبيبي يلا. شوف الثلج والله العظيم أفضل مكان حق النرفزة الثلج. Welcome, huh? ايش عقبه؟
Sam Bridges, there's someone we need you to deliver a package to. She's a strange bird that lives even higher up in the clouds than we do. And the research she's doing, well, it's out there and then some. And we're talking straight up occult stuff, though she wouldn't be very happy hearing me say so. And she claims she's delving into the mysteries of the cosmos. Anyway, I found this rock out in the mountains with a handprint on it. And when I mentioned it to her, she got all excited. I honestly don't know what kind of close encounter she thinks it signifies. But I was wondering if you could bring it to her for me. And joining the UCA has opened my eyes to a few things. Like how there are all these people out there trying to make sense of the Death Stranding in their own way. Sure, her ideas may sound like the ravings of a lunatic to me, but they clearly mean something to her. I'd like to help her out. With your assistance, that is. You'll find an official order on the terminal.
يلا وين مكانها؟ إلى الروحانية. يا الله سترك. لا حول الله. وشحنة قابلة للكسر.
Sam, it's just like the one at South Knot City. A vortex loaded with so much chiralium that it's almost off the charts. Slowly but surely, it's creeping closer to us here in Mountain Knot. At least that's what I think, but I can't see it. Not with the naked eye. But the data doesn't lie. It's the same temporal phenomenon that you told me dropped you in a war zone.
I told you. But that wasn't.
The Cupid's limiter can handle most chiral spikes, but we didn't plan for another supercell.
Another supercell?
I told you it was the same as before.
Mama, is that you?
You got me, Sam. It's been a while. But not really. Mulligan, Lochno, we're the same. One body, one mind, one being. There's no point in trying to draw a distinction. Not in this world. We're all connected. Remember that.
Order assigned.
يلا يا جماعة نتلاقى عيل شو اسمه. وردينا معاكم يا جماعة للأمانة عشان بس أكون منصف. هالمرة ضبطت تكرمون الجوتي والأغراض اللي عندي، ف يعني ما تنرفزت مثل الحلقة اللي طافت، يمكن لأني شوي ماخذ ريلاكس ومريح. يلا خلينا نوصل لها الشحنة. الحين وصلنا عندها الروحانية.
Sam Bridges, I've been expecting you. The Mountaineer told me all about you. This handprint you brought me, or stencil as I prefer to call it, is a vital clue. It hails from an era long before the dawn of human history. I'm going to date it and lay bare the cause of the Death Stranding. And when I do, all the secrets of the cosmos shall be revealed.
يا ساتر.
Did you know this mountain used to be a pyramid in ancient times? It's true. You won't find a place closer to the beach than this. To the wellspring, a source of untold power. How else do you think that chiral network of yours works? But I digress. Show me the stencil. Thank you. It's in excellent condition.
طبعا لما اوصل شيء انا شلون ما يكون مضبوط، بس انت اشتركي وفكي لنا.
All right. Connect me to the chiral network.
للامانه يا جماعه انا يعني حاليا مو قاعد استمتع باللعبه بالمنطقه الثلجيه، انا ناطر بس ان افتك من هالمكان للامانه.
Now I have everything I need to date the stencil. Once I have my results, I'll share them with you and your colleagues at Bridges.
شكرا.
You've done a good thing, Sam. If you find anything else, be sure to bring it straight to me. I'll be waiting.
Okay.
Sam, it worked. BB-28 is in excellent condition. No evidence of lingering attachments or homesickness either. Perhaps its memory was erased after all. All that remains is for you to hook it up and take it for a run. I was hoping to return it to you as soon as possible, but I don't want to. I mean, I do, but it's a little more complicated than that.
شنو بعد؟
We've got a problem. You may have heard about the massive supercell heading right for Mountain Knot City. I left my facility to perform some additional tests on the BB in the field, and now I find myself unable to return.
زين.
You know the cabin on the mountainside, northeast of Mountain Knot? Let's meet there.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery.
Okay. شنو بعد؟ يلا مو بعيد وايد. يلا يا جماعة عيل نلقاكم ان شاء الله لما نوصل. يلا وردينا معاكم يا جماعة. طبعا حايشتني عاصفة ثلجية الله لا يوريكم. ها شو اللي صار؟ ليش؟ لا شو اللي صار؟ اوف يطير هذا الطيار. هذا جوال لا يكون راح بس. هذه الظاهر انها سوالف هيجز. هذه اتوقع خلصنا الشابتر السادس. شفتوا اللي صار يا جماعة؟ اتوقع ان الحين اعتقد انتقلنا صوب عالم الحرب. لأن أذكر بالتريلر في لقطة ديدمان يمسك الياهل. أتوقع الحين بنروح صوب الحرب. يلا مكملين، يلا خلينا نشوف. اي والله مثل ما توقعت، هذه اللقطة اللي بالتريلر. شنو العالم هذا يا جماعة اللي فيه مثل دود؟ اوه ما ينزل عليه. ايش فيك حجي؟ يا ساتر. راح نتواجه وياه مرة ثانية. يخسي اقول لكم قائد حرب يا جماعه. الشابتر السابع بلشنا فيه. أهم شيء بس نطلع من المنطقة الثلجية. اعطونا اسلحة الحين، اعطونا اسلحة.
Sam!
Dead man.
Oh, thank God I got through.
Where are you?
No idea. I'm seeing tanks and soldiers. The uniforms date back over a century. World War II era, I suspect. Did you see the man leading the soldiers?
No.
I think it's the guy you told us about.
The born and bred warrior asshole who's gunning for BB.
He must be our ticket home, right?
Don't ask me. This is only my second time. And without BB, he'll be hard to find.
Lucky for you, I've got BB here in tip-top shape, just waiting for you. Where should we meet?
Is there anything unusual or distinct near you?
I'm in the sewers. Hang on. I can see a tower through a hole. A square tower, right above my position.
Gotcha. I'll find it and search for a sewer entrance. Can you sit tight for now?
Gladly. I won't move an inch.
Yeah, well, if I'm slow, you might have to.
What?
That warrior asshole. He wasn't after me. He was after BB.
Fuck me.
Right. If he's looking for anyone, it's you.
Oh no. Hurry the hell up, Sam.
Okay.
Keep it together. I'm on my way. And don't hook up BB either. You'll lead him straight to you.
Oh boy.
Not that you would, since you hate them.
I just did because I was scared to death.
Disconnect. Now.
Already done.
Don't let him take BB.
How? If he shows up with his soldiers, what do you expect me to do? Fight back?
Hey.
If I have to choose between BB and myself, well...
You won't. I'm ending the call.
Sam, it's not easy being me. No wife, no children, no friends. And so I sought solace, sought company in the dead. Over time, I made them a part of me, 70% of who I am today. But meeting you has opened my eyes. You're very special, Sam.
انا الحين ما ابي شو اسمه، ابي اسلحه. يا حبيبي. يا حبيبي. نشوف شنو عندنا أسلحة. قنبلة صعق خلها وياك. وين طريقنا وين؟
You did good, Lou. I'll see you soon. Lou.
يا جماعة قام يصير في ليل أحمر هناك. ظاهر إنه هني. وين الطريق وين؟ يلا يلا وصلنا.
Over here.
Lou.
The little one should be working again. Let me see. Oh, well then. Maybe this is a special beach for soldiers who died in battle.
Maybe we should get the hell out of here.
Yes.
I'm surprised. I thought you would have abandoned BB by now.
Discard precious hardware? Never. So, do you still share memories? I see.
Oh.
Stay here. Seems like I got other memories to tend to. I'm taking him down. That should get us both out of here.
You know, Sam, I'm starting to understand why BB is so important to you.
Huh?
It's just a tool. Life and death are supposed to be irrelevant. But we've got attached to each other all the same, haven't we?
Kid's not just a tool. Name's Lou.
Lou, huh? That's a good name.
سلم سلم. السالفة؟ ها وصل عليه أماكن ينام فيها مو طبيعية. حي الله حي الله حي الله حي الله. عطهم الزقارة أول الزقارة. يمخمخ بالزقارة ويلي. يلا أشر. زين بسلاح أنا كله عندي قنابل الحين. أيوة بندقية. تعال الحين بسنعة الحين. تعال. اي بعبي طاقة زين ولدت لتقاتل ها، وانا ولدت عشان اخلي اللي مثلك كاهو 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 كاهو. شفتوا؟ هذا عنده RPG يا جماعة. الدرع الدرع الدرع. أبي سلاح سلاح. كاو يا بندقية بندقية لقيناها لقيناها. خلنا ناخذ بس بندقية وبسنعة لكم، وبسنعة ما عليكم، سنعة لكم، بس خلنا ناخذ البندقية. خذينا بندقية جديدة. تعال سنعك الحين، ما فيها طلقات وايد. تغيير نوع الذخيرة. وينه خلكم يا جماعة خلكم. يلا بسنعة الحين، بسنعة لكم. وينه؟ تعال كرتون تعال. هذا يا جماعة كنا مولد الحرب انت. بسنعة لكم. بسنعة لكم. بسنعة بس نبي أسلحة زيادة أسلحة. بندقية وينها هني عندهم روح سام روح وعقب ارجع لهم. كفو 130 طلقة ما ادري 180. وينهم الحين اسنعكم انا. تعال حسب بخليك انا. اي ما راح اخليك.
We need
reinforcement ها. وينك تعال بس تعال. كاو بسنعة الحين، بسنعة لكم. كاو ومقاتل. سنعته لكم. مو هذا اللي يديني انا. اهزم الرجل الغامض هذا بس عرفناه له أول مرة يغلبني، لكن عقبها خلاص سنعتك يا ولدك، ما راح يرد لك لأنك مو محترم.
This is all my fault. I should never have put you in that prison.
غشني والله. قرأ اسمه سام. هالحلقة يا جماعة أنجزنا شيء، مو نفس الحلقة اللي طافت بس توصيل. اي سنعناه يا جماعة، سنعناه. الحين اتوقع يمكن تهاجون خلصنا شابتر، دخلنا بالتاسع. تهاجون ان شاء الله دخلنا بالتاسع. اذا دخلنا بالتاسع انا بعد يا جماعة قاعد احاول اني اختم اللعبة اسرع من كذي. الحين احنا يوم دخلنا السبت، انا قاعد اسجل لانه بالليل، مو ضروري تعرفون هالمعلومة. الأسبوع الجاي راح أسافر، فبحاول إني أختم اللعبة قبل لا أسافر. كاتسينز بعد. إن شاء الله نختمها قبل السفر. هذا معناته انه ما مات.
Lou, how's little Lou doing?
No response.
Well, look at that. That child's taking a shine to me. You two were out cold, so I had you brought here. You were right. Whatever you did back there returned us to our own world. I put your cargo and gear in your private box. You slept for a whole day, you know. Slept like the dead. I'm already back in Capital Knot. Fragile's beach has been coming in handy. Sam, I owe you an apology. Lou was the name you were going to give your own baby if he'd had made it. I should have pieced it together sooner.
Don't know what you're talking about.
I found some records from 10 years ago. A death, sudden, in the middle of a town. Young woman in the prime of her life. Nobody knew until it was too late Boyd out. Her husband, who was a member of Bridges, had dooms. He tried, but he couldn't get to her in time. The whole town was wiped off the map, leaving nothing but a big crater and him, because he was a repatriate. People wanted answers. Did the man hide his wife's body on purpose? The only survivor was the only suspect. He was easy to blame, and people did. And pretty soon, they were blaming Bridges too. The man felt responsible, so he left. And his wife, who died, her name was Lucy. She'd been pregnant, poor woman. They were going to name their son Lou.
Didn't happen.
But it did. President Strand told me. She talked about you all the time. He didn't have to cut all ties and walk away, she said.
You wanna shut the fuck up?
Calm down, Sam. Take a seat. I told you before about my body. 70% harvested from cadavers. Do you want to know the real reason why? Because the story you've heard is one I made up. The truth is, I'm Frankenstein's monster. Artificial, grown from pluripotent stem cells. And when that vital spark didn't manifest in all my organs, they replaced the defective ones with those of the dead. I never had a birthday. I'm a soulless meat puppet. No car. A dead man. People born the traditional way have beaches. You have one. BB too. But I have no such connections. No mother. No afterlife. No beach. You see now why I'm so obsessed with it all? Why I joined Bridges? The battlefield. Now that was an awful beach. But strangely, I didn't hate it, because I knew you were coming for me. I've never felt that before. Connected to someone, anyone. You didn't have to cut all ties and walk away. The president was right about that much.
Wasn't anything to walk away from. It's not like I was ever welcome there.
Come on, even I was welcome. Oh, that. You were holding it. It's an old dog tag, US issue. Wasn't easy prying it out of your hand. Clifford Unger, as you can see. I looked him up in our database. Found a match. He was US Army Special Forces. Fought in Kosovo, Iraq, Afghanistan.
That's him.
Well, that's all I've managed to dig up so far. You must be caked in chiral matter from the battlefield. Time for a shower, I'd say. Oh, I won't be joining you this time. The Hardman issue is no longer a concern. I've seen to it that our conversations won't be recorded.
ايه يلا عيال يا جماعة الحين نسبح سام من ضبطه ورادين لكم.
Sam, do you copy?
As you might have suspected, time here stopped while you two were on that battlefield. If my thinking is correct, the dimension to which you traveled is a kind of beach. To explain a little, our bodies, our Ha, all occupy the same world, but our souls, our Ka, have beaches all their own. These beaches are given form inside our brains by our beliefs, religion, philosophy, and so forth. As a result, a beach can be anything, and those anythings form a multiverse. However, if many people die at once, their beaches can become entangled, creating a strand field. This phenomenon is exacerbated in wartime by omnipresent feelings of resentment and despair. Beaches are more easily and frequently entangled. On such a beach, exits vanish and experiences cycle endlessly. Picture it like a record player. The needle skips, playing the same phrase again and again. They're fighting a battle that has no beginning or end. Round and round it goes. Now, the battlefield you visited was in Eastern Europe in World War II. Which is strange, given that the man you encountered, Clifford Unger, played no part in that conflict. I can't explain it, but if you can connect me to the chiral network, who knows what we might discover.
Still there, Sam? If so, I have a request. When you're ready, head upstairs to the delivery terminal.
وردينا معاكم يا جماعة ونشوف الكاتسينز الحين.
Can I help you? Holy shit. John, is that you?
John.
What are you doing here? My wife's checked in. I don't want to repeat of last year.
يكون هذا هارتمان.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know you really were good.
تصدقون الظاهر هو؟
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear.
Sam, the west side of that region is covered by a massive tar belt. Beyond it is Edgenut City, the last bastion of civilization you'll find that far out. It's your final destination.
Okay.
Once you use the Cupid to connect it, the chiral network will span the entire continent. The rebirth of America is so close. And remember, that's where Amelie is being held captive. We need you to bring her home safely.
Okay.
But before you cross the tar belt, there's one more knot we need you to tie. Hardman will help you get it done.
Sam, I'd like for you to bring me a few things. First, the dog tags you took from that soldier. Tuck them away in a pocket so you don't misplace them. Second, Mama's corpse. Her body shows no signs of necrosis, and I, for one, would like very much to know the reason why. Closer study may yield information that could prove instrumental in helping us to overcome the death stranding. Suffice it to say, 1 minute remaining. I don't have much time. See to your preparations. I'll be waiting. You'll find an official order on the terminal.
يلا أول شيء دقيقة توصيل جثة واسترجاع ملابس. خلينا نوصل أول شيء الجثة. لا الهيكل زين، بس الحين ما نبي نسوي شيء زيادة. كاتسينز يا جماعة، كاتسينز.
All right, Sam. Take care of her.
لا توصل.
And don't worry, she won't go necro. Milligan special. Be funny if these Ha of ours ended up being the key to saving us all.
كثر يسولفون بهاللعبة هذه، ايش كثر اوكي كاتسينز مو مشكلة، بس السوالف يعني من الاشياء اللي تغثني انه يطلع لك كاتسينز يخلص يعطونك انه مساحة تمشيها ثواني، بعدين يطلع لك كاتسينز ثاني. زين خلاص خلوا سام بروحه يروح بالكاتسينز. لا الا انت اللي توصل. وين المكان؟ المعمل. يلا يا جماعة احنا عموما راح نشوفكم لما نوصل المعمل هناك. نشوفكم هناك يا جماعة. وردينا معاكم يا جماعة، وحاليا معانا الجثة وبنوصلها. على فكرة من ساعة خلف الكواليس ترى مت، ها أول مرة أموت. وحطوا لي هذا حبل ما أدري شنو. يلا يلا وصلنا بس. يلا اركض يا سام، ذبحتنا. ايش فيها الجثة تتحرك كذي؟ يلا
Delivery complete. Displaying performance evaluation.
خلينا نشوف شنو بيعطونا الحين.
Request to join UCA. Registered. Awaiting Cupid connection.
وين وصلنا الحين بالخريطة؟ حلوين. البطارية الحرارية ايش تسوي هذه؟
Please proceed into the facility with the cadaver. Good work.
زين وين ندخل؟ مني. خلاص سام ثبت الجثة. شنو حتى الانعاش؟
Hardman.
شنو ايش صاير؟
Administering shock. Stand clear.
Well, you certainly caught me with my pants down. Glad you could make it, Sam. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to alarm you, but I am what I am. Ah, please lay her down there. Still no sign of them.
You know your heart stops beating.
It stops every 21 minutes. I spend 3 minutes on the beach and then return. 60 deaths and 60 resurrections per day. 60 opportunities to search the beach for my departed family. This is how I live. This is my life. So, while you've traveled to and from the scene an impressive number of times, my beach count is a little higher. 218,549. I see myself in that crater. My wife and my child. It's like looking at the shape of my heart. The doctors called it myocardial cordiformia. Mine is an especially unusual case. I have pictures. Care to see Hartman's heart-shaped heart? No, you really should. It doesn't run in the family. You know, I never came to terms with their loss. In the days that followed, I became obsessed with an idea that the beach is real and they are on it. I would induce cardiac arrest, 3 minutes at a time, and search for them, day after day after day.
All so you could say goodbye.
Quite the opposite. It is said that everyone's beach is different. So what if everyone's afterlife is different too? I find the thought terrifying, spending eternity alone, which is why I decided to find my family and make sure to move on with them.
You mean die with them?
If death would see us reunited, then yes. But the repeated cardiac arrests took their toll on my heart. The muscle gradually deformed. And after a while, they started calling me the beach scientist. Hartman. I'm glad we could have this conversation. A body that doesn't necrotize. No sign of decomposition. It's as if she were still alive. The perfect mummy. An impeccable corpse.
What's wrong?
Where's the other thing you were supposed to bring? Ah, found it. Behold.
Wait, dead man.
It appears to be an umbilical cord. Human by the looks of it, I think. But this was no ordinary conduit between fetus and placenta. It looks more like a BT's tether. And this was Mama's? Yes. A body that doesn't necrotize and an umbilical cord connected to the beach. These are remarkable discoveries, Sam. Enough to set my sore heart racing.
5 minutes to cardiac arrest.
I apologize if our conversation gets cut short. I must go back to the beach and look for my wife and child. One person, one beach. That's the rule. But I'm the exception. My beach is connected to others, as if it were the beneficiary of a coronary bypass. Maybe this twisted heart of mine made it possible. All I know is that I will find them. Even if my every visit raises new questions, I'll have my answers one day. One day.
3 minutes to cardiac arrest.
The battlefields. The endless wars you found yourself trapped in. Why do World War era soldiers wander the beach a century after they fell? Normally the souls of the dead move on. The beach is just a corridor, a place through which they pass on the way to the other side. But if regret, resentment, a fervent desire to remain, if these feelings are powerful enough, they may give rise to an altogether different beach, a collective purgatory for an army of the damned. Clifford Unger. His misery and hatred, combined with your BB acting as some sort of catalyst, have brought these battlefields to our world.
2 minutes to cardiac arrest. Please proceed to a safe location.
It's just a theory.
You think Higgs is pulling the strings? Pulling all their strings?
Ensure you're in a stable position.
I don't know. But evidence does suggest that Higgs brought them here.
Please hold on to something secure.
Oh, before I forget, I have a favor to ask.
Activating lab security measures.
Could you just relax until I come back? Time stops on the beach, but not in the scene. Rest assured, it'll only feel like 3 minutes to you. We'll continue this shortly.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
ردينا الحين.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
No luck. Visit 218,550. Oh, sorry. Where were we? I may be used to the 21-minute cycle, but for a first-time face-to-face meeting, there's just too much to cover in one go-around.
Can't be easy living like this.
Yes. And no. Now that I'm acclimated to it, it isn't especially onerous. Defecation, pollution, nutrition. Most of life's basic functions fit rather easily into a 21-minute time slot. Sleep is the tricky one. And intercourse, I suppose. Verbal or physical. Not that someone in my position has to worry much about either. Do you read, Sam? Listen to music. Watch films. You know, I keep busy. I have a collection of music, television shows, some very interesting short films, and stories. Everything consumable within a 21-minute window. All from before the Death Stranding, of course. But honestly, the 21 minutes I spend here, all downtime, nothing more. Time spent waiting to go back to the search. My body may be present, but my soul is on the beach. I'm already dead.
I know that feeling. Lost my family in an accident.
Well, I never expected you to open up to me.
يلا يبا خلصنا وايد طال الموضوع
As
ترى
it
عندك.
happens, I've read about your circumstances. I lost my family in an accident too. I was in the ICU having heart surgery, out of town, in the city. To collect some things for me. And then they were caught in the void outs. The city and the hospital were spared the worst. But the shockwave knocked out the power. And my life support. I woke up on the beach. The people who died in the 2 void outs were there. What happened? What's going on? I saw my wife and my daughter in the procession. Hey! It's me! Where are you going? Wait! Don't leave without me! No! Don't go! Please, don't go! The ICU's backup generator kicked in, and I was brought back to life by the defibrillator. Exactly 21 minutes after my heart had stopped. And that was the last time I saw my family. It's my damned heart's fault that we were torn apart. But it's also the reason I'll see them again someday. It defines me. I am Hartman. Ever since, I've walked the beaches of others. I follow my family's footsteps for a while, and when I get tired, I return here to continue my research. It's funny though. Even when my heart stops, the pain lingers. You have any family photographs, Sam? Pity.
5 minutes to cardiac arrest.
You mind telling me what I'm doing here before you go back to the beach?
Oh, of course. There's a prep-your-own station in this area. Our scientists stationed there are researching material from before the Death Stranding.
What kind of material?
The Earth has a long memory. It's trying to tell a story, one that goes back to the very beginning, one that not even the Death Stranding could erase. The scientists are all colleagues of mine from the earlier expedition. I'd like you to bring them onto the chiral network. Amelie proposed we establish our research posts along this belt. Despite a worldwide search, this is the only area known to contain fossils from the late Cretaceous period, when the dinosaurs died out. The assumption being that the last ones lived here, and here alone. You see, hiding in the Earth then are memories of a major mass extinction. Clues that could tell us how to survive our predicament. Team when she assigned our backup here. The past informs the present and aids us in building the future. She was careful to impress that upon us before she went west.
3 minutes to cardiac arrest.
Shut up. I'm putting you on mute. Sometime later, we began to observe unusual activity in the tar belts outside Edgenot City. Vast quantities of tar began surfacing, spreading, consuming many of my colleagues, as well as a chiral way station. The whole incident defied explanation.
I think Higgs is to blame.
I don't know, but we needed that way station. It was essential to expanding the chiral network westward. That's why I'm asking you for your help in building a new one. It won't be much given the handful of equipment we've managed to scrape together. Nothing like the knot cities, that's for sure. But a knot is still a knot. Sam, I want you to use the Cupid to put the scientists on the network, then go to Armory. Afterwards, we can get back to the important job of researching the deaths.
Oh.
Don't worry about him, Sam. The air mat floor absorbs the impact. I'll unlock the door for you.
شكرا. أعطاني لايك حتى وهو طايح.
Sam, you heard him. You can grab the order at a delivery terminal. Our ultimate objective in this region is to build a replacement for a way station that was lost to the tar. The first step is to put a shelter with our scientists on the chiral network. Now, we don't know the first thing about Emily's status or what Higgs is up to. Now, that's a concern for us as much as you. But we won't know more until we get to Edgenot City. And that means connecting this region first.
أبشر.
You should start with the geologist and the paleontologist. The latter's holding something for the Evo-Devo biologist, so I recommend you save her for last. That way, you can finish a delivery and link up the final site in one go. Once all three are on the grid, come back here. Then we can get to work on the replacement for that lost way station. Thermal pad. Indispensable gear for cold weather operations. Especially useful when traversing snow-capped mountains.
يلا يا جماعة عموما هني إن شاء الله راح تكون نهاية حلقتنا هذه اللي دخلنا فيها الشابتر الثامن أو الحلقة الثامنة اللي هي تبين لنا قصة هارتمان. ومثل ما شفتوا الحلقة هذه كانت يعني فيها أحداث وايد قوية ومشبع بالأحداث مو نفس الحلقة اللي طافت. والحين بنبلش نروح المنطقة الجديدة إن شاء الله نشبك العلماء اللي فيها بالشبكة ونشوف عاد شنو يصير مني للحلقة الجاية. كذي عندنا نهاية الحلقة هذه. أتمنى كانت حلوة وخفيفة عليكم. إذا كانت الحلقة عجبتكم لا تنسون تدعمونا باللايك والكومنت والاشتراك. كان معكم أخوكم إبراهيم من قناة كويتي جيمر. نشوفكم في الحلقة الجاية. السلام عليكم.